Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Liam, and today we're going to be watching more Starlink satellites being launched. So, just going to do that. Alright. So, SpaceX is going to start their live stream soon. And where this launch is going to take place, at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. And I just want to talk about where SpaceX launches their rockets from California. I just wanted to talk about where SpaceX's launches from in Vandenberg, and that's Slick 4E. So I'm just gonna talk about that a little bit in this slideshow. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Slick 4E, what is it? Space Launch Complex 4E, or 4 East, is what it's called here. So Space Launch Complex 4 East, also known as Slick 4E, is where SpaceX launches their Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. What is the history of it? Slick 4E has previously flown many Atlas and Titan rockets in the past between 1964 and 2005. So yeah, Slick 4E has been around for quite a while. So here I'm just gonna call it Slick 4 East. How about that? So what else is there about it? Right across from Slick 4 East is a landing pad formerly known as Slick 4. It was formerly Slick 4 West. This was originally a launching pad, but now it's a landing pad for right across from Slick 4E here I'm just gonna call it Slick 4E. Slick 4E, right across from Slick 4E is a landing pad formerly Slick 4W for Falcon 9 boosters to return, land, and later on be reused. And so here are the sources and stuff. Yep, yeah, so that's my And in case you guys don't know what Starlink is, Starlink is so in case you guys don't know what Starlink is, so Starlink is like a company made by SpaceX. See, right here, so
Satellites launch trajectory countdown net. Pad is clear.
10, 9, 8.
Launch auto sequence has started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for launch.
Vehicle is supersonic. Stage separation confirmed. Dragon, separation confirmed.
Here's the Dragon, which launched today.
Stage 1 is transonic.
Launched
Landing like that deployed. And Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello everyone, my name is Kate Tice and I'm the Quality Systems Engineering Manager here at SpaceX. I'm joining you today from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California, just a few hours south of our Vandenberg Space Force Base launch pad, which you see there on your screen. Today's Starlink mission...
Thanks, President, for strongback retract.
Today's Starlink mission will mark SpaceX's 45th launch this year and 183rd launch of all time. Now, for those of you following along, you know it's already been a pretty exciting day for us here at SpaceX. About 7 hours ago, the NASA Crew 5 mission lifted off from Launch Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center, headed to the International Space Station. The crew has another 22 hours to go before reaching the orbiting laboratory, and we're looking forward to their arrival tomorrow afternoon about 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But for now, let's turn our attention to our 64th launch of Starlink. The teams are currently tracking no issues with the vehicles or spacecraft. Weather and range are both green for launch, and we are proceeding with a T0 of 4:10 p.m. Pacific Time, just 4 minutes from now. The range is green and ready to support liftoff.
So the reason that it's so like
we're standing by for TE retraction.
Yeah, and it's as you can see, it gets very foggy down in Vandenberg.
And it is a little
so that's why it's kind of hard to see the
fog there.
It's kind of hard to see the rocket a little bit.
We'll try to bring you a camera view if it's available. But we should see those clamp arms opening up. Propellant load is underway on both the first and second stage. RP1 load is complete on both first and second stage. We're expecting the LOX load to complete in under about 20 seconds from now on the first stage, and LOX load will complete on second stage about T-minus 2 minutes. Falcon 9 uses RP1 and LOX, or rocket grade kerosene, rocket propellant 1, and liquid oxygen.
Okay, there we go.
Stage 1 LOX load complete.
And there's that confirmation that LOX load is wrapped up
so
on
the
first stage.
So like as you can see, there's a lot of fog and stuff. So
the next milestone
it gets very foggy down in
T-minus 2
Vandenberg and
minutes
stuff.
will be LOX
And,
load
you can
complete
kind
on
of see the
second
rocket
stage.
right here. You can see like the little this is what's known as like the strong
like
back.
The strong
it's like
back has
like
retracted.
the part that like
carefully at the shadows
you see
through
attached to the
fog.
rocket here.
Now, if we had a little bit of a clearer view, we'd be able to see some white gas venting from the vehicle now that the LOX load has completed on the first stage. Just some of that liquid oxygen vapor.
The strong back is this thing.
Vaporizing
this
as it makes contact with
tower
the
thing.
air.
It's like attached to the rocket, except and like
as the
it detaches
lines
when
fuel
the
the
rocket
vehicle
takes off
are
and stuff.
vented.
So yeah.
Some of that bleeds off.
All right, so we're a little more than 2 minutes away from the rocket taking off.
There we have a little bit
we're
of
gonna
a
see it
view.
come out of the cloud. We're gonna see it come out of the
launch pad
fog.
is just beyond that range.
This shot right here, it's gonna look pretty cool actually. Yeah, you can kind of see the
load
rocket.
Now wrapping up on second stage.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
All right, and there's that call out. So at this point in time, Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with 1 million pounds of fuel and liquid oxygen. And there we see more of that venting occurring. Now the booster there on screen is flying for the 5th time today. It previously supported NROL 87 and 85, Sarah 1, and a Starlink mission. And after liftoff and stage separation, that booster is scheduled to land on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, which is currently parked
SpaceX likes to
a couple hundred miles off
yeah,
the coast of
that's
California.
That's Elon Musk for you
There we
guys.
just heard the call. Falcon 9 is
likes
in
to
startup. Should be getting the final go from launch
Elon knows where
for
it's
launch
at.
from.
LD is go for launch.
There
Alright,
it
we'll
is.
go for launch,
So
guys.
now go for all systems. Let's listen in to the final count.
Anything in the chat? Nope. Alright, here we go. Oh. Alright, 30 seconds.
T-minus 30 seconds.
30 seconds. $15.
15 seconds.
Here we go. 10.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Here we go, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine full
Go.
power. And liftoff of Starlink 429. Go Falcon 9.
Let's get it. Yep, there it is. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that.
M1D chamber pressure is nominal.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Look at that.
Falcon supersonic.
And there we just heard Falcon 9 is now traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
And there we heard that Falcon 9 passed through max Q, which is the period of maximum dynamic pressure that the vehicle will feel during flight. So we're going to throttle those Merlin engines back up in preparation for main engine cutoff.
Look at that.
We're about 1 minute away from main engine cutoff, or MECO, if you're following along with the timeline there at the bottom of your screen. Following MECO,
started.
we'll have stage separation and second engine start, and we just heard that MVAC chill has begun. That's when we flow a little bit of the super chilled liquid oxygen into the turbo pump of the second stage engine, the MVAC, in order to prepare the hardware for the full flow of liquid oxygen.
Oh my.
About 10 seconds away from main engine cutoff.
Wow. Alright, there we go.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Alright, there we go. And the engine has
MVAC ignition.
All right, quick
Okay, so
succession
these are all
there.
the
Next up
Starlink
will be
satellites.
fairing deploy, and there we
goes
saw it live.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Separation confirmed. We can now see the Starlink satellites as well as the grid fins on the left-hand side of your screen now being deployed on the first stage.
Yeah, so in this video right here, you can see the engine
Today
on
we will
the
attempt to
second
recover
stage of
those
the
fairing
rocket,
halves again to use
and
on
right
a
here is
future
the
mission.
booster of the rocket. So this is the part of the rocket that gets the that gets it into space. And this one right in the second stage is what gets it into
nozzle
orbit.
begins to develop a beautiful red-orange glow. I love that view of planet Earth in the background. We can see first stage on the left-hand side of your screen is still slightly gaining in altitude. It has not yet reached its apogee.
Yeah,
The next major event in about less than 2 minutes will be stage 1 entry burn. We will ignite 3 of the Merlin 1D engines at the base of the first stage in order to help slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere.
look at that.
As I mentioned before, today's mission marks SpaceX's 45th launch this year. Sound like we had a call out that both vehicles are following nominal trajectories, so everything looking good there. Booster you saw on the left-hand side of your screen previously supported NROL 87 and 85, Sarah 1, and a Starlink mission, making today its 5th flight. As a reminder, Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX to provide high-speed, low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations all around the globe. Service is currently available in 49 markets around the world.
Yeah, so we're approaching the booster's re-entry burn. So what's going to happen is you're going to see like a
15 seconds away from
huge
stage 1 entry burn.
So you're going to see a huge
that will be followed by the
flame
landing
right
burn
here
of the first
for like
stage.
a couple of seconds. So get ready. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
There on your screen, we can see that entry burn has begun with the first stage on the left-hand side of your screen.
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
All right, and that first of 2 maneuvers that the first stage is due to complete is now done, and we can see the grid fins actuating to help steer the booster to a precise landing on our drone ship. As the clouds...
Stage 1 FTS has safe.
As the clouds get closer into view, you can get a better sense of just how fast the vehicle is traveling. Based on the telemetry there on screen, we can see that it is coming down to about 4,000 kilometers per hour. Really demonstrating the ability of the atmosphere to help slow the vehicle down, in addition to the re-entry burn.
We lost the video feed button, but I'm sure the I think the first stage is fine.
Stage 1 transonic.
Yeah, we still have
All right, we're about 30 seconds away from the first stage landing burn.
Get the video feedback. Yeah, these are, yep, we got it back.
Right about the same time as we expect to see the first stage land, we should also hear call-outs for second engine cutoff, as well as hopefully good orbit.
It's a bumpy ride.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
All right, we're going to go through the clouds. All right.
Stage 1 landing
burn. So this is the part where
there we can see the landing burn
booster is going to land.
Has begun. Rushing through the clouds, and there's the drone ship.
Stage 2
now in view.
has safe.
Here we go.
Landing leg deploy.
And we have landed. Awesome.
And there you can see on your
Stage 1 landing
screen
confirmed.
and heard there with the call out, Falcon 9 has successfully landing, marking the 145th landing of an orbital class rocket, our 45th launch of 2022,
Connect shutdown.
and our second launch today.
All right. Now the second stage engine has shut down.
Nominal orbit insertion.
All right, and there we heard the call out for both second engine cutoff and there just now good orbital insertion. So now that we know we've reached good orbit, we had that successful second engine cutoff. Second stage is now carrying 52 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. And with confirmation of first stage landing and successful second engine
the
cutoff, we're going to wrap
engine's not
up
off.
today's launch coverage. If you're interested in following along, we have our nets live on YouTube, so be sure to check SpaceX social media for confirmation of Starlink deploy. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to tune in tomorrow as well for our live coverage of Dragon's arrival to the space station for the NASA Crew 5 mission, along with our third and final launch of the week for our customer Intelsat. Until then, have a good night, get some sleep.
All right. All right, guys, so that's it. All right. All right, so SpaceX is going to announce when they're when the Starlink satellites are going to be deployed. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.